Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Okay, today I'm going to show you about examination to become a licensed professional home inspector. This is a very tough exam, require you at least about 6 months continuous study. I will post another video to show you more detail about that. This video I just show you the outline, and if you like it you can email me and we go from there. Okay, first of all, I took the exam on June 20, 2020. At the first time I passed the national part. However, I failed the state portions. And then I took the exam again, and then I passed the state portions and become the professional home inspector. Okay, today I will show you about my secret. Actually, it's just about my study materials to be a home inspector and to pass the exam at the first time. As you know that the examination for the home inspector, there is two portions. The first portion is about the national, which is ask you about the knowledge on national wise about the home, and then after that they ask you more specific questions about the state that you are you're going to practice the home inspector. Okay, this is my study materials. I use the tab to show me the locations of the examinations information so that I can look it faster. Okay, first of all I want to show you about how the exam look like, the content of the exam. Okay, bear with me a little bit, let me open it. Okay, we'll talk about it in a little bit. I have it somewhere right here. Okay, you can see a lot of book right here. I have the everybody building code. I have the home inspector guideline, and I have the home inspector book. However, this book there is only for me to double check and enhance my knowledge. The main book you're looking for is the brown book, the system and the standards. This is the very important book that you need to go through every chapter to know about the home inspector. So to me, I tap the chapter 2, chapter 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then let's say I go to the chapter 2. No, I go to the chapter 3, which is roofing, and then on the chapter 3 I have I tap at the questions, but basically the chapter 3 start from here. Okay, and the chapter 3 I tap about the questions and the information, for example about the common problem, about the ice dam, about the multiple layer, the asphalt shingle, the wood shingle, the slag clay tile, concrete tile, fiber cement. So this way I can quickly retrieve the information from the material. And the second book is about the International Residential Code. You can see right here. I tap a lot And this book is a bit tough for you to go through. So you have to purchase another book. It's called The Study Companion. The Study Companion is go straight to the chapter, the same as the International Residential Code. However, it explains more detail and it summarizes the most important, and it have the quiz for you to practice so you can know the sections that you familiar and the sections that you need to do more study. And again, the International Residential Code Study Companions, only the guideline, and it's just the summaries. It doesn't have enough information. You have to go to this thick book for you to have the complete information about the home. So with these 3 books is enough for you to pass the national portions of the home inspector exam. Okay, and about the state portions, you need to familiar with the administrative code. Okay, so let me go through my study here. This is the professional ethic, and I tap here the sections 535.1 to 535.9. So and then the chapters is very important, and then the other thing important about the state portion is about the chapter end, consumer complaint processing. So for example, no later than 30th day after receiving a complaint, commission staff will send the written notice blah, blah, about the complainant of commission staff evaluations regarding the complaint. So in the test they ask you how many days, and you have to say 30 days. So for example, 7 days after receipt of the signed and written complaint, commission staff shall assign the complaint a case number. So those number here is the questions in the test. Okay, so here the subchapter R in the Texas Administrative Code, real estate inspectors, is very important. You need to familiar with all informations on this chapter. For example, the committee about 9 members, 3 members represent for the public, and the terms of the members. So you need to be familiar with that. So that's why I do very detailed. I tap at the important informations. For example, the insurance 211. So this is the 535.211. This is a requirement about the liability insurance. So you have to familiar with that, because this is the questions on the test. So basically, the national portion is about the knowledge about the home inspectors, and the state part they have about some specific knowledge about the home inspector and about the administrative requirement regulations, continuous education, ethic, sponsorship. Okay, and then on top of that, the chapter 1102, also very important. So on the state test, you will have about 45 minutes, 30 questions, and you need to answer about 15 questions to pass the exam. At the first try, I have only 15, so it's not enough to pass. Okay, so you need to bring out the administrative code and try to read through all of them. The second thing important is about the SOP, the standards of practice. This is very important information. You need to read carefully one by one. Okay, I have the Texas Real Estate Commission. Chút xíu con gọi mẹ nha. The frequently asked questions you need to read is very helpful. It's about a case study, and on the test they ask a lot of questions about that, so you need to familiar with that to answer and to pass the state test. A lot of people they say that the state test is easy, the national is difficult, but to me it look like the other way around. The state test is more difficult. It's not difficult about the knowledge, it's about administrative and how to resolve the complaint, and it's very helpful for the business. Okay, so you can bring out the FAQ from the TREC or the state that you are living, so you can familiar with the administrative stuff. Okay, and then I have the code check. This is very useful information because it gives the image. So that you can easy to remember. All the code check is from the IRC, International Residential Code, and then they use the picture to summarize the code, easy for you to remember. For example, the fire separations and distances and opening. Let's say about this is the building line, the property line, so above the 5 feet, so it's okay, you can do whatever you want, no fire rated, no restrictions, so just do the regular construction wall. However, if less than 3 feet and then the wall need to be 1 hour, fire rating, no opening, so that in case of fire, the fire can resist, the wall can stop the can withstand the fire within about 1 hour, so enough time for the fire department to come and stop the fire, and within 3 feet to 5 feet, and then you can have the opening. Of course, you have to do the 1 hour fire rating. This is the UL designs, and the UL design you can do the 5-page sheetrock type X on both sides. Just go to my other video, I will explain more detail about the firewall in the constructions. But for the home inspector, it's more than enough for you to pass the exam. So the code check is very important. You can buy one. It helps you to remember the information and the code on the book. So to me, I try to tap the information. For example, this page will show me about the ceiling joists, about the rafter, about the purlin, about the rafter. Let's say the rafter within 1/3, no joint, no opening, something like that. So this is the electrical, this is the plumbing. So this book is the book that I study every day to pass the state exam. Okay, and I go to the very thick book here. This is the inspection report. You see the house here? This is the house that I designed and built. And this is the inspections from the buyer. This house was burned. It's completely burned. So I keep only the foundations and some of the wall. But I had to fix a lot of brick, and I rebuilt the house. I sold it. I sold the house in 2019. And this is the inspections from Mr. Jeff. This is the inspection from Mr. Todd. So I have two buyers. I have multi offer, and each of them they do the separate inspections, and I already award the house for those pay me good money. Okay, so and then this is my handwriting, my knowledge, my note, so that I can remember. For example, the stair, the thread need to be 11 inches for the regular stair, without nosing, and 10 inches with nosing. The nosing to be 3/4 to 1 1/4. The riser 7 3/4. Maximum difference about 5.38 inches. Exception for the spiral stair. So this is information that I write by myself so that I can remember the key important informations about the fireplace, about the guardrail, about the chimney, about the downspout, the glazing, the joist, the crawl space opening. So I highlight the important information in yellow so I can remember. This is very useful. It's very useful for me to take the test, and I'm very happy to share this list with you. This list is I do it by myself, so I can share with you. Okay, and then this is another study material, the home inspector exam, the flashcard. So this one also very useful material. They have the question in the front, and then they have the answer in the back. So you can read the question in the front, and then you can read the answer from the back. You see it look like a lot of material, but basically when you're familiar with the home, and you can read the material, the study material very fast and very easy, because you already knew that information. It just help you to remember. It help you to recall what you already knew. This is my handwriting about the questions in the test. So after the test, usually I spend about 30 minutes, sit down on my car and try to write down the questions so that I can double check when I go back home. Okay, and the very thick book right here, this is just about the general knowledge I get from the class, and this information is useful for you to practice. Is the practical knowledge. However, it's not enough for you to pass the exam. You have to do a lot of self-study and the study material, the one I introduced you. Okay, so thank you for watching, and I hope that this video is helpful, and email me if you have any questions. I'm very happy to provide you further information. Have a good day. Bye bye.